So some shit's about to hit the fan. BTW. Hey Scorpio. I'm gonna be kind of quiet because it's like, what? It's like 11:47 at night and my kid is sleeping and I don't want to wake him up, so I'm not gonna be super loud. But hey Scorpio, Mercury retrograde has been the death of me so far, hence the reason why I'm late on you guys' readings. I apologize for that, but I've been having problems with my computer and with my phone because apparently with 256 gigs of memory and after deleting pretty much all of the apps and pictures and everything I have on my phone, and all of the years that I've had a phone with that much memory, I've never had the problem that I'm having now, which is the fact that I clearly don't have enough memory. And if by some, strange act of God, I'm able to record a reading on my phone, when I try to transfer it over to my computer's like, nope, you don't have any more memory. So I literally just stopped editing my videos, pretty much. And it's like, so there's no bells and whistles. I'm just like trying to do whatever I can just so they will save. So I'm sorry you guys' readings are late, but it has been hell in a handbasket for me. So yeah, I never usually have that technology problem with Mercury retrograde, but oh, it's hitting me hard this time. But anyhow, let's see what you guys got going on. Tune into your energies and we'll get her done. Alright, 2 more shuffles and we gonna jump in. So I hope April's been treating you fine. I hope it hasn't been too difficult. With you guys not seeing my face and all, I know how hard that can be. Hey, you, what are you doing? No. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's see what you guys are going on. Present, challenge, past, advice, above and below. So in you guys' present energy, you guys have the Hierophant reversed. Your challenge, is the Knight of Swords. Goodness. Your past influence is the King of Cups. Aw. Is that you? Aw. Okay. Oh, okay. And, oh, wait. I'm tripping, y'all. My apologies. I forgot this is the after tarot. We don't read these in the, what do you call it? The reversed. So you have the Hierophant in your present challenge by the Knight of Swords. And in your outcome, you have the Tower. So some shit's about to hit the fan. BTW. In your... Oh, man, this is making me think about a reading I did. Okay, in your above energy, you have the 10 of Coins. I haven't seen that card, like, in any of the readings I've done as of yet. Oh, and then in the below card, you guys have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so, so shit's about to hit the fan. In the past, I see you guys as the King of Cups. King of Cups is a water sign, as yourself, or a Cancer, or a Pisces, right? Or Scorpio, of course. And in this particular deck of cards, overall, the King of Cups is somebody who is a very emotional person, but he has control over his emotions in the sense that, he could be, I don't know, existing in darkness, so to speak. But you'd never know because he knows kind of how to temper his emotions and what to say, when to say it, when not to say it, type of thing. It's like you're never really gonna know, like, what's going on with dude in so many words, right? Now, in our present energy, we have the Hierophant, and this is, it could be, and I know my subbies always say this, if you ever hear me not really attribute signs to major arcana, it's just because that's kind of not my stilo. If ever you see a card and like say with this being Taurus, sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. But because I really look at these as like spiritual cards, so these are kind of like the things that weigh heavily in your reading, so to speak, like kind of those things that are gonna happen and you don't really have control over them because it's more or less like a spiritual influence, like cycle shifting type of stuff. But anyway, so just letting you know for future reference, if you guys want to attribute a sign to this and I don't say it, then you're more than welcome. But with this, you guys could be dealing with a Taurus person, or this could just be like a marriage, so to speak, or like a very traditional committed relationship, and that's challenged by the Knight of Swords. So this is more or less like a person that's an air sign, so that's either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, that's kind of coming in quick and reckless and gives 0 FUCKs, like they don't care. So I'm looking at this a couple of ways. Okay, this can either be and this is so odd, yo. It's almost like somebody could have, and seeing this too with the five of cups and just the 5 of cups. I don't know why I keep wanting to say the reverse. But with the 5 of cups, this is like an emotional upset, right? Like being disappointed, about something or a situation, an emotional loss. It's like grief in so many words. And I'm looking at these two together. So it's like the thing that I'm thinking in the past is like, especially if it's you guys, if you're like a Scorpio male or female, it really doesn't make a difference. But because it's general, so this could be anybody. But it's like I kind of get the sense that you guys were hurt by someone in your past, right? So there was somebody who kind of broke up with you, left you, kind of left your world, kind of turned upside down, and gave all of your emotions to this person and stuff, and they just left you. But here's the thing that's so interesting about this. Like, see those 2 little cups that are behind him? It's like you were crying over your little spilled milk, but it looks to me like you guys kind of turned around, right? Let me lower this down. You guys kind of turned around and you guys got this super duper dope commitment or love opportunity that was like right behind you, right? And that's where I'm seeing you guys at now. So this may be someone that you see yourself with, because with that being crowned by the 10 of Pentacles, it's kind of like you guys are you're at a really good place right now. Okay, so to say that in your past that you've been heartbroken or you've been disappointed, it's like it was worth it in the end because you guys have what it is that you want now. It's like the only thing that you guys are foreseeing for the future is just continued abundance and happiness and union and family and all of these wonderful things, right? So what I'm kind of getting from this is you guys may have met someone, or you guys are with someone now that you see having a future with as serious as marriage. So you're with someone that you see yourself like spending the rest of your life with, and, doing that good old, lovey-dovey marriage thing. And that's clear to me by seeing these two, in case you were wondering, So it's like things are looking great. Now, where are we coming to our challenge with this good old Knight of Swords? I feel like this may potentially be, and it could be or it could not be. It could be someone who's taking on the characteristics of the Knight of Swords, but it could be either the person that kind of hurt you in the past, that had you feeling like this, It could be that person. And I feel like I need to say also, if this isn't you, it could be a water sign person or a person that takes on these characteristics that you broke their heart. So it's one or the other. Either in the past, you guys were disappointed by someone. You know what I'm saying? And you guys moved on into a happier relationship, or you guys hurt someone in the past and you still presently are in a happy relationship. And I feel like this challenge is this person that's coming back. Either it's going to be an air sign person, or it's going to be a message coming in from the person that that you guys were dealing with in the past. And when I said earlier that shit's gonna hit the fan, shit is gonna hit the fan. And what I really get from this is there is something that I feel like is somehow related to this person or this situation from the past, that with the partner that you are now, it's something you didn't tell them. You know, hopefully it's not anything along the lines of that, you know, the kid that y'all have been raising is not theirs and someone else's. Hopefully that's not the case. I hope it's not, you know, because that's some shit hitting the fan, goddamn. But anyway, whatever it is that's gonna come in, it's kind of gonna shock you guys to your core, okay? Like, literally. And I hate to say that, guys, but I gotta be real, you know? But whatever it is that's coming in from this past situation, I'm seeing that it's really gonna cause, like, an uproar. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean, this is going to happen, but it's for the good. You know? It's for the good. It's not, you know, I mean, because when you look at the tower, like, people are super weirded out by the tower and they look at it as a bad omen, but it's not necessarily that. It's just the fact that, like, okay, if we go with the traditional meaning of it, there's something being built on a faulty foundation. You not telling your partner the 100% truth in the beginning, whatever it is, because I mean, it could be something super big, it could be something super small, you know. And that means that your relationship was already built on a faulty foundation. I don't even know how I just jumped into this looking at this as if it was like a love situation, because it doesn't necessarily have to be that. But yeah, it's like if you started a situation on false pretenses, then it's already built on a faulty foundation. So the perk of this, the upside of this is that when whatever this message is that comes in, it is going to shake things up, but it's going to shake things up in the sense of removing the false facade that you guys had, or the false foundation that you guys had built upon. And, you know, it gives you the opportunity to build up on a more solid, stable foundation. Like I said, I don't know why this went to relationships, but in the event that it's not a relationship, and this is something dealing with like a work kind of situation, just like a life kind of situation, it's the same kind of circumstance. And the fact that it's a past disappointment that left you guys, you know, just really down and out. Like, you were, I don't want to say depressed, but it's like you were just extremely disappointed and you felt like you really had put so much into something, you know. But it's like now things are really looking up for you guys, but it's almost like this challenge that's coming in with a Knight of Swords, it's kind of one of those things where I can't think of a good colloquialism, but it's almost like things get worse before they get better. But it's like this is all working out for your good in the end, if that makes sense. Because the whole thing is that where you guys are now is a really good place. It's just that this event needs to happen to put you in a better position. Because just like I said, in the event, if it is a relationship, it's like you don't want to build something with longevity, which we see that this thing has. You see that this does have longevity. You see that this does have longevity. You see that this is something that is really fulfilling. It's like you don't want to build something like that on a foundation like this, because what looks sturdy about that? You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like this is something that that has to come to a close. Let me see what is at the bottom of you. Well, not come to a close, but it's like it's something that kind of has to crumble because it's not real in so many ways. Okay, what's at the bottom of you guys' deck is the Nine of Wands. That's our good old Wounded Warrior card. And that kind of lets me know that this is something you guys have been, like, it's a cycle that's coming to an end overall, you know? But, and see exactly how this looks. Like, okay, this is like the Wounded Warrior card, right? So when you look at this guy, he looks like, you know, he's tired, he's on his last leg, but this dude shows up, you know, and he's hella suspicious. It's like, what are you here for? You know what I'm saying? But this to me depicts exactly what this situation is. It's like, it's almost like being suspicious and expecting the worst. You know what I'm saying? But it's a forewarning to let you know, like, yes, something, you know, that's gonna kind of shake you up. And it may not even be that big, y'all. I mean, it could be something super small. It's not saying your whole world's gonna fall apart or anything like that. But it's like, I just really feel like it's a truth that's coming in. And this guy would be like the truth that's coming in. You're super suspicious, like, what are you doing here? But the thing is he's pretty much letting you know, like, yo, I know that this may not look super, super ideal, but it's like, I'm here to help you out because this needs to happen. So I'm kind of looking at that, like, spirit that's coming in, like, yo, you know, I know I'm coming in at a bad time and all, but it's like, I really want you to be able to enjoy this good old Hierophant, traditional, happy type of situation that you're in, you know? And I really wanted to be able to be started on solid ground, so to speak. But yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna do a, what do I want to do? Do I want to do another spread for y'all? I feel like I need to add something else to that. What else do I want to add to that? I don't know. I feel like I want to add something else to that. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'm gonna use my chakra oracle deck. Yeah, I feel like I need to add something else to that. I was looking around at my decks trying to see if anything. Okay, then. Oh, the isolation card. Okay, so here's the thing. The story with this card is, and this makes 100% sense. So the story with this card is, because there's like little fables that go with these. This story is about, I forgot what the guy's name is. He's a crystal. I forgot what the name of the crystal was, but anyway. So he's a guy, and he's in this, oh wait, I'm on my phone. I was about to say, where's my phone? Because I could read the story in my phone. But anyway, I've read these cards enough to where I pretty much know how this goes. But anyway, so the thing with this is, it's a story about like this little gem person. So let's call him Jim, okay? Because I don't remember what the name of the crystal is. So his name is Jim. So Jim buys this tuxedo and he hangs it in his closet, and he's waiting for the opportune time to wear it. Lots of people come to him and give him the opportunity to be able to wear this tuxedo, but he's like, no, you know, I don't want to get a stain on it, and it's not the right time. So he keeps pushing it off and pushing it off, right? So the moral of the story of this is, and where this kind of aligns with you guys, because I'm fast tracking it so I don't have to end up telling you the whole story. I'm just going to tell you the moral and the gist of it, of how this relates to you guys' situation. It's more like with the situation that's coming out, you've had ample opportunities to be honest about this, to kind of close the chapter on this situation. But it's like every opportunity that you guys had, it's like you didn't want to rock the boat. It's like you're like, oh, this isn't the right time, or, you know, we're so happy, or, you know, everything is working out, and I just don't want to cause any type of stir or anything like that. And it's like with you guys putting it off and putting it off, and it's almost like Spirit gave you a lot of opportunities to kind of nip this in the bud, so to speak. It's like now Spirit is like, okay, the wheel needs to turn, the cycle needs to end. So now it's like I'm more or less putting you into an uncomfortable position, but it's still working out for your greatest good because you did not take the opportunities that you had to clear this up. So it's like now Spirit has to come in and drop hammers like Thor, so to speak. And that's the reason why I tell you to not, it's like, I know it sounds so like ominous and spooky and stuff like that. And I stress that it may not even be something that's super serious. It might be like a little poof, like a little wisp of smoke, instead of like, you know, an entire, you know, building imploding or something. Meaning that in a, you know, figurative sense. But it's like, you know, I know it sounds bad, but just kind of really trust and believe that this is happening for your greatest good, so to speak. And it's just, it's like this has to end. And it's more or less like what I'm really sensing from this, y'all, Scorpio, I love you guys so much. But it's like what I'm really sensing from this is that if spirit did not do this, you guys would not have done it. You would have continuously kept pushing it off. And like we say, I don't know who we is. Freudian slip? I don't know. Anyway, it's really funny. But I always say, it's like when you're making decisions, it's like you can choose to go left or go right. But if you choose to not make a decision, that is still in essence making a decision. So what it is that's transpiring, like what's coming out right now, it's coming out and it's playing out this way because you chose for this to happen. By you negating choosing a path, you kind of gave full permission for spirit to come through. But the beautiful thing about this is spirit is in support of you. So even though it may not seem like it right now, all of this is working out for your greater good. Don't really know what this is about. I don't know if it's life. I don't know if it's a relationship. I don't know what it is. You guys can let me know in the comments below, you know, so we can chit chat about it. But yeah, that's all I got for you, Scorpio. So we'll see you guys later this month. Love your face. Deuces.